Hello everyone, welcome to our Trainer Spotlight series. Today we are featuring Abhijit Das. Now who is Abhijit Das? A principal learning consultant, knowledge and skills. He will be better able to tell us about himself after a little while. And thank you so much Abhijit for being here with us today.
Thank you, Radhika, for inviting me. It's great to be on the Atulith platform. And the way you are becoming our brand ambassadors and goodwill partners, hats off to you. Happy to be inside this amazing community.
Thank you so much. So, Abhijit, you know, in one word, if you had to describe yourself as a trainer, what would it be?
Empathy, because that is one pole position emotion which slips you into your audience's position and then makes you become the audience's advocate. So that fixes the wavelength in terms of explaining, teaching, coaching, mentoring, and the audience is able to latch on to the wavelength and start receiving it in a way that they are able to understand and take it further. So my lead emotion is empathy.
Fantastic. So, what inspired to step into training?
So if I took cut a long story short, if I remember my teachers in middle and senior school, even in junior school, used to send this report to my parents that Abhijit is very talkative. Over time, when consciousness, evolved, I thought if I could convert this into a serious profession. Fast forward today, communication is one of your strength areas with which you grow, besides your knowledge, expertise, and everything else. So teacher came naturally to me because that is one profession that you have been interfacing throughout your life in the academia and then later on in the industry as well. So you've had people to teach you. So my instances of talking and the fulfillment I realized in people responding back with a lot of joy and excitement when I explained something to them, when I taught something to them, when I advised something to them. That gave me a lot of fulfillment. So even without looking at what the career trajectory would be as a teacher, I became a teacher. So from an operational now to a leadership role, but in the same domain.
Wonderful journey. So, what's been one defining moment in your journey so far?
The defining moments in my journey are when I have to beat myself in lowering down the bar of explaining complex things, crass, complex things, particularly in technology and architecture. Uh, I can just give you hints to an audience which is ramping up. So I have been a Toastmasters, which is dedicated to communication skills. So the defining moment for me has been when people with fractured communication skills, fractured within quotes, of course, the figurative meaning, they have decided to invest in themselves via a membership and then come out with a level of communication which takes their careers forward, both in the current and the next organization. So that has been one defining moment which has given me a lot of fulfillment. Something which came in as not so good or say half baked. I have many stories during my Toastmasters journey. So that is on one part. The other part is, of course, when I was a teacher in the early days of my career teaching campus hire prospects. So people who had, for any reason whatsoever, the impressive marks or what do you call metrics. But when they interfaced with the way they will be interfacing basis the skill, the knowledge that they have acquired, at that point in time, the kind of confusion in their minds, the kind of what you call an imposter syndrome that, hey, in the academia, it was so cool, comfortable. When I spin into the industry, it's a different world, although I am supposed to be using the same technology which I learned in the academia. So bringing down that moment of disbelief in them to a point that you are as good as it is. I just have to lead you to the power that you have in terms of your own secret sauce, and then you're a winner. So this is the other defining moment where people who came in with a lot of disbelief in themselves, they walked out with a lot of belief. Uh, since I was somehow able to lead them to their, to their power of doing things. That could be technology, that could be communication. So
Okay.
this is one, these are a
Yeah.
few defining moments, and these have given me a lot of fulfillment.
So can you, what do you call, if we have to say that, what is Abhijit's niche? What is he an expert in? And how can he help us or an organization that he goes into? What would it be?
My way of approaching the solution, right? The way I analyze, the way I devise a solution, keeping the stakeholders' interests in mind, the constraints which are there, how I navigate them to figure out that rather than saying it's difficult, let's flip it to saying that we can do it. Uh, so that is one area, the way I approach. The tools with which I approach is a mix of three, I'll call them atoms, the three atoms. And I believe, according to my assessment, these are the three atoms which have to be present in every professional who has to either go into a career or stay there in a career and move on. So one part is, of course, IQ, which is filled with Industry 4.0 technologies, plus the power of reasoning. Plus then EQ, that is the emotions that you attach to the knowledge, expertise. Curiosity is one of them. And all of this packaged inside business communication skills. Because communication is the glue which forges collaboration. So if you are alone, you can at most walk. But if there are two people you collaborate and both of you run, then then anything and everything is possible. Because you can run a marathon to a sprint, so on and so forth. So my secret sauce would be IQ plus EQ plus business English communication.
Perfect. So, we've been very, very professional till now. So, a little on the lighter side. Let's get to know Abhijit a little bit more personally. A rapid fire round coming across. So, what is your go to energizer in a session?
I'm keen. Okay, the go-to energizer in a session is I use a lot of humor. Sometimes I might look little serious over here, but now I'm smiling there because we are entering a rapid fire. So my go-to energizer is humor. The other go-to energizer is that I make myself as well, because I learn from my sessions as well. The kind of questions that are flung at me, they teach me a lot about what is it that is missing on my part as well. So my go-to energizer would be questions that are flung at me. That is one. And to them, my go-to energizer is if I could bring in a lot of humor rather than create a scare. So I promote a lot of group and solo activity in my sessions. And while I'm doing that for an organization, the use cases that I take mostly are from their work desks and domain, so that they don't have to apply the common learnings in their, in their scope and then move on. So in a nutshell, go to energizer, from me to them, humor. From them to me, questions which are flung at me.
So, one habit that makes you productive. We need it in one sentence. It's a rapid fire.
Okay. I usually don't flutter with my time management goals. So that makes me productive. That is one. So time management, no fluttering with my time management. Yeah. One sentence, right?
Fantastic. So, a skill you are learning right now.
Oh, I'm picking up on the nuances of human emotions. So I am expanding on understanding emotional quotient. I recently added a technique called emotional freedom technique, which is also called tapping. So from one of my fellow collaborators, in actually removing those blocks with which you can uh, convert, movement of positive energy inside your being, because it is getting radiated from the universe consistently. So one skill that I'm continuously working on is emotional quotient. But
Right.
uh, just
Yeah.
another 10 seconds, that this needs to be complemented with your knowledge expertise. Just emotional quotient, in my opinion, will not be sufficient. It has to be complemented, but it is at the pole position. So I'm working on my EQ and EI every moment.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And last but not the least, what's one thing you're currently excited about?
So I'm excited about the change which AI is bringing in. I am looking at this change as an opportunity for us, just like it is the opportunity for the machine to evolve. So it is an opportunity for humans to evolve as well and make a collaboration or a partnership which is profound with synergy. So I am excited in the way that I can, add human expertise with artificial expertise and create outcomes which are delivered to you before time. We could have done the same thing using human expertise as well, but AI is intelligence at scale, so it helps you deliver those outcomes ahead of time.
Right. Thank you, Abhijit. It was really lovely having you with us today. And thank you for sharing your journey and insights with us. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Stay tuned for more trainer spotlights. And it's a wrap from our side. Thank you, Abhijit, for being with us once again.
Thank you, Radhika. It's very exciting to be part of this happening and vibrant community. I wish Atulith all the best in being our brand ambassadors. As I said, let's collaborate and win together. All the best.
Thank you.